Aldini crosses it in. Italy have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quick.
Takes a shot! That's another chance! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Totti is on his own, and the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Italy have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Aimed beyond the defence. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Poor robust challenge. Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Del Piero.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 77. Morata. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Pirlo. Morata running with the ball. And now the breakaway. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Rodri cuts out the pass. And it's Pedri, and that could set him on his way. Oh, that is superb, a dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Now it's Morata. That's a cute ball. Can he finish? And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 7.
The changes then in quick succession.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, el dorsal 18.
Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Italy have it back and can go again. Barella. Well, nicely intercepted. Rodri. He could... Zaccagni! He's kept it out just. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Foot in. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'm going to opt for the versatile Danny Welbeck. His preference, I'm sure, would be to play through the middle to score as many as possible, and he'll be judged on that ultimately. But he makes his pace count in wider areas too, and I think that's where he can be most effective.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Looking to play him in. It's Milner! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
No, that's been intercepted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? And that was probably asking just too much.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's hoisted clear. Rooney. It's a goal kick. Still goalless at the moment. Played into space. That's been slipped through. Shoots!
Italy are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Rodri. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Cantona. Now it's Haaland. Oh, good ball! Gross. Milner. And it's Vifa. And Vifa tries to pass it through. And he's in on goal! And the shot! Goal! The breakthrough strike! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Can he get on the end of this? And that could set him on his way. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Kadiolu. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rooney will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Van Dijk. Italy finding their passes. Vieira unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Welbeck. He's a sharp little ball here. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Played out to the right, and there's his chance to lead the counter. In once more. Italy looking to pass their way through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cantona. Now it's Haaland. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Delivers the ball. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And he goes cross-field. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Gross. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 7. Viene sostituito con
Here we go again.
numero 18.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And now the breakaway. Italy do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Rodri. Vieira. Rooney. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Vifa. Dunk. And it's Vifa. To Gross. Out to the left it goes. Short changes him with that pass. Rodri. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, smashing header! Oh, taken with style! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Real chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Gross. Milner. Now it's Welbeck. And it's Vifa. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Matheus Cunha.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And he's had it nicked away. Italy are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rooney. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Milner.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Vifa has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. And he gets rid in a hurry. Moore. And it's Rodri. Rodri goes on a run down the left wing. Oh, well measured. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Milner. And Vifa. Great work on the overlap.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 21. Numero 10. Rooney. Numero 23. Lasciano il campo per il numero 8. Gerrard. Il numero 9. Lampard. Il numero 20.
But there's going to be another change here. Cole getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He is through here. That has been cut short. That has ended up in no man's land. And a chance! In he goes again! And it's in! And they're back in front! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Brighton take the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Cross to the back post. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's pulled up, he goes! Oh, what has happened here? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Milner. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Milner does really well to win the ball there. Mitoma. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, really well played.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, they've got it again. Oh, that's clever. He's got away. And the shot! That's another chance. He has done it. Tying minutes, and we're all square again. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is...
And we're done. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim